This is a project that I've been working on with a friend of mine, and it's not a J head, it's a Bridgeport M head. There's a few varieties out there, different tapers in the spindle. Some of them are Brown and Sharps. There's some Morse tapered, I think, 2s. Depending on the application, some of these are relatively high speed. So anyways, what's going to happen with this one is it's just going to be a disassembly, cleaning, inspection kind of thing. I don't think I'm going to go into a full restoration or anything on it. We're looking to get it cleaned up and working and usable. One of the things right out of the gate is this feed handle here has got a little ding in it. Won't fit over top of the feed screw there. And then the housing's pretty dirty. I mean, there's not a lot going on in there. A couple of bearings just to hold the pulley system, but I'm going to pull that all apart and get that all cleaned up. So this is going to be another set of videos that I'll be working on. It's going to be an interesting application when it's all done, what it actually is mounting to as well. One of the things that I wanted to do with the M head before I got too far into disassembly was I want to extend the spindle, and well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stone this face. Looks like it's been scraped at some point in its life, but I'm going to stone it just to make sure it's clean and flat. And then I want to check with the spindle extended if there's any issue with the back face and the spindle being parallel to that back face. With some kind of pin sticking through there. Well, that's the fine feed handle. As long as I pull it out a little bit, it's no longer proud of that surface. Maybe if we're lucky we'll get to scrape this surface. This here, the flange here for the quill advance and return is it's proud, it's bigger, it's beyond this face here, so I'm gonna have to put it up on some blocks. So I've got the back of the head on a couple of 1, 2, 3 blocks. I've just got a 1 thou indicator on here right now. I've got it zeroed here, And I know that's washed out. I'm going to get a different angle here, but that's 0 at the front of the spindle there. And then up here, that's a plus a half a thou. So it's close enough now that I'm going to switch over to my tenths indicator and see how far out it really is. I'm hoping with that black face it shows up a little better. I got everything tight here now. Oh, something's not right. I don't think it was sitting in the little dovetail properly. There we go, so that's 0. And in the center here we got, that's 1.5 tenths. And 5.5 tenths there. So I got to figure out whether I want to try and scrape that, or at this point, because what I prefer to do would be to scrape it when it's disassembled. I'm gonna have to ponder that one for a bit. One of the things that I found online, well, I guess I didn't find it online, is there's not very much information on the M head itself. So obviously I've been through a J head, so I know what's inside of there, and I've got the reconditioning book. It's the guide to renovating the Bridgeport Series 1 J head milling machine. It's pretty good. A lot of good information in there. So I'm gonna make my way through the M head here with the knowledge that I have from pulling the J head apart until I get to a point where I can't get any further. I've searched online and there's very little. This should come out here now, screw right out. I just got to take the collars and stuff up. Yeah, there's very little information on the M head. I searched quite a few places. So what happens is now this, you got to hold the collars and screw this all the way out through the collars. That's the thing with this fine pitch on these things here, it's hard. Almost there. So then eventually when you get this thing completely unthreaded, this comes out. And that's in good shape. Well, I'm just cleaning stuff, that's all. I'll get this cleaned up. And then these guys come out. And I got to take the spindle in a little bit to get it free of this here. When that comes free, and then I think the other thing that I'm going to do today is I'm going to take out this spindle lock here, the wedge lock. So that just comes out of there. This, the end closest to the operator just freewheels, and then the end away from the operator is the threaded part. But sometimes what they do is they turn this into a left-hand thread so that it's it can gravity isn't acting on the handle and always putting drag on the spindle. Have to look at that too.